Hello everyone, welcome you all once again in the video series of Encyclopedia of Electrical and Electronic Components. Today our topic is jumper. So let us. So what is jumper? Basically a jumper is a low cost substitute for a switch where connection has to be made or unmade only a few times during the lifetime of a product. Or you can simply understand this jumper as it's a type of temporary switch. We generally use it to make some temporary connections uh, by using these switches. Okay, and basically, if you go through this figure, there are three types of jumpers. This red one is a type of jumper which have two socket having a space of 2 mm, and another type of this jumper. In this jumper, we have two socket again, but this socket have a zero point 0.1 mm of spacing. And this black jumper have four sockets and each have a difference of spacing difference of 0.1 mm. Okay, so this jumper have four socket, and the remaining two, this and this one, both have two sockets only. And what kind of material they are made up of? Basically, these sockets, basically the socket inside the jumper are often made up of phosphor bronze, copper nickel alloy, or tin alloy, or brass alloy. But sometimes some jumpers socket have gold or silver plating also. Okay. Now, there is another type of jumper here. You can see in the figure. This type of jumper is called as header. It have basically a set of pins, and these header type of jumper are available with pin in single or dual row. If you go through this figure, you can see here there are two row of pins. Okay, that's why we will call it as dual row header. Okay, single row header also available in the market, and these types of headers are normally used in our electronic circuits where uh, where we now look here. This is another type of jumper. Basically, these jumpers may consist of a metal strip with U-shaped connection suitable for being used in conjunction with the screw terminal. Such types of jumpers are used in panel box where we have to provide a common neutral or a common phase supply to all terminals. Then we use such types of jumpers in panel boxes. Now, what are the values of the jumper? If you want to want to purchase any jumper in the market, then what will you say for purchasing that jumper? What are their ratings and the specification? So basically, the spacing between the sockets in a jumper is referred as its pitch. Okay, so whenever you go to the market or any shop to purchase any this jumper, you have to mention the pitch for which you want to require that jumper. So basically, look here, I have taken an example. Typical maximum rating for a jumper of 0.1 pitch is 2 ampere or 2.5 ampere at 250 volt. So whenever you go to the market to purchase any jumper, you have to first mention its pitch value, second its current value, and for what voltage you are going to use it. Okay, so at least these three required specification which you need to tell anyone for purchasing such types of jumper. Okay. Now, how to use it? Basically, jumper may activate, set it or forget it function, circuit function. Jumper may consist of a metal strip with U-shaped connection suitable for being used in conjunction with a screw terminal. Look here, through a diagram, I will show you how we can use this jumper. Suppose we have a phase point here and we have a neutral point here. Now, let's suppose we take one more phase. Okay, suppose this is phase 1 and this is phase 2. Now this phase 1 have suppose 110 volt, and this phase 2 have suppose 230 volt. Okay, so suppose when you require connection between when you require a supply of 10 volt, then what you will do? You will just do the connection, and suppose here we have a load point. Okay, so for making connection between the neutral and load, what you will do? You just connect the load with the neutral, and when you require the 110 volt, what you will do? You just connect the jumper between load to phase 1. That means you will get the 110 volt here. Okay, but whenever you require a voltage of 230 volt, then what you will do? You will just remove that. You will just remove that jumper and again connect it to with the this 230 volt. So for this example, I think you get understand that how these jumpers can be used for multiple switching. Okay. Now next is what can go wrong. Okay, when you use any jumper, what are the problems may occur while using any jumper? So basically, jumper are easily dropped, easily lost, and easily placed incorrectly. Okay, so when you purchase any jumper, at least must buy some extra jumpers. Okay, that's why if it that's why in case of suppose in case of any fragility or in case of losing them, at least you can compensate with that extra jumpers. Okay, second thing is these jumpers are very second thing is cheap poorly made jumpers may self-destruct from the mechanical stress when removed from their pins. Okay, so please ensure while purchasing any jumper that the socket quality must be of good quality. Okay, and the third is oxidation in jumper where the contacts are not gold or silver plated can create electrical resistance or unreliable connection. Okay, so these are the basic 3 points which we have to take care of that. Okay, so this is all about in this lecture. Hope you have liked this jumper lecture, and please provide your valuable feedback so that we can improve our content. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you once again.